Hello everyone, my name is PaperNapkin and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon FireRed. In the last episode we did some last minute preparations for the Elite Four, and in this episode we're joined by a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, good sir?
Hi there guys, my name's KirbyViper93, but you can call me KV if you like.
And it's good to have you here. We've been meaning to do this for quite a while, but it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, I know, it was supposed to happen, back on Cinnabar?
Yeah, but then, personal life and stuff got in the way.
Yeah, it happens.
But we did manage to get you in here before the end of the Let's Play, so that's good.
Yeah, it's definitely good. It would have been a little disappointing to, have to join in for the credits.
Yeah. So in this episode, we're going to take on the first two members of the Elite Four. It should be pretty easy just because their Pokemon are a little bit lower level than the later members, and my team's pretty much stacked at this point.
That is true. I'm looking forward to this.
So if we come here, this is the Indigo Plateau where there is a Pokemon Center. There's even a Pokemon Mart where you can buy full restores, max potions, pretty fancy stuff.
Revives too, although, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but you can buy revives too, although that doesn't really help in a Nuzlocke run.
Yeah, I saw that, but like you said, I can't really use them.
Right.
I did stock up on a lot of full restores beforehand. If you can take a look, I got 50. Should be pretty good.
Full restores are a godsend.
And I mean, like, the Elite Four members, they each use 2 each, I guess.
Right.
So why can't I use them?
Of course.
Alright, I guess we should just get this ball rolling.
Yeah, let's do it.
So first up, we have Lorelei, who obviously uses Ice-type Pokemon, but a lot of them are also Water-type.
That's an interesting way of saying her name. I always thought it was Lorelei.
It very well may be. I usually have a bad time pronouncing people's names.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to call her Lorelei when I was younger, just because, the lei part, like the flower necklace you get in Hawaii.
Actually, if I actually look at the name, it actually makes more sense to call her that way.
Right.
Anyways, we're leaving off with Anode just because Electro-type moves are really good against Water-type Pokemon. Obviously. And hopefully this should be, one-hit KO, maybe even... It might not actually, it might be 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dugong seems like it's kind of a little bit of a tank. Very
it really is.
HP oriented.
And of course it uses Hail, which is just gonna be annoying to watch.
Yeah, I always hated those moves. Hail, Sandstorm, all the ones that cause damage to everyone but a certain type.
Yeah.
It's like, because I don't have my teams stacked that way.
Yeah, exactly. I find it worst in like the newer games when you go to like an environment which is entirely like Sandstorm, so in every single battle it's got this friggin' thing going on.
Oh yeah, that is just aggravating.
Luckily we don't have to deal with that in this game.
Right. I mean, that was a relatively new concept. What, Gen 2, maybe 3?
Yeah, I think so. Though technically this is Generation 3.
Well, technically, yeah, but I mean there aren't any areas specifically with a certain kind of weather because they hadn't thought of that yet, and it didn't make sense to apply it retroactively.
Yeah. A lot of the people that are playing this game for nostalgia would probably get really mad about it.
Oh yeah, I would have been pissed.
Well, I know even with like the Sevi Islands and stuff, I really don't like them.
Yeah, I never explored the Sevi Islands, even in the after game. I just sort of ran around killing things.
Yeah, me too. And we're already on Cloyster, so Anode's doing pretty good. And that Leftovers is definitely paying off.
Oh yeah.
And a one-hit KO, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
This might actually be a really short episode, so I'm kind of sorry for that.
Ah well, I knew what I was getting into.
And up next, Slowbro, another Water-type Pokemon. It's also Psychic-type Pokemon, so I've got to keep that in mind. So, Ghost Bus could be an option here, but I'm kind of afraid of the Psychic.
Yeah.
So, you're also doing your own Nuzlocke challenge with Leaf Green, correct?
I am, and I actually just beat Gary Oak, and I'm getting ready to enter Victory Road myself.
Wow. You're making pretty good progress there already.
I know, it's a little crazy, and I've got quite the team, and I wasn't really expecting that.
Is it comparable to my team, or even better?
I don't know exactly. It's definitely not stacked up to your team level-wise, just because I haven't trained them all up to this level yet.
Right.
But, I don't know, I feel like my team might be able to give yours a run for its money.
You know what we should do? We should try to find like a simulator program online and then battle our team after we've both beaten the Elite Four and see which one is better.
Yeah, we gotta see if we can find something like that. That'd be... Oh, crap.
This is not good.
What, did you just use Body Slam? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Oh, yeah. That could be an issue.
Luckily, I do have the full restores.
Yeah, full restores are good.
And, yeah.
I was gonna say, do we want to break one out now? But then I remember you have 50 of them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I mean, Lapras really isn't doing that much damage to Anode, so I think I can use one without being too scared. And it did it again! What the heck?
I think maybe just take your chances.
Should I?
With the paralysis? I mean, you know, it's, what, like a 50-50 chance, and odds are you'll take it out.
And, oh, now it's Parafusion. I might be screwed now.
And again.
What happens if, like, I get a lot of bad luck and my Pokemon start dying left and right? Am I gonna blame you? And look, I hurt myself. That's not good.
I blame the fact that you pressed the button idly.
Well, this time I am gonna use the full restore, just because I don't want to take unnecessary risks.
I was a bit surprised. You mentioned that, and I gave it a shot, and I think there might be something to it. The whole...
You know, you just gotta... If you believe in it, stuff happens. It works.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I used to hate myself in confusion all the time, but I guess, like, I'm just really impatient. I'm always mashing the button, like, get through.
Yeah. There probably isn't anything to it. It's just all mental.
Probably, but it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Alright, Lapras down. That's just, what, one more to go?
Yeah, and Jinx. Jinx is interesting in that it's non-water type Pokemon. It's Ice and Psychic. So if you have a Fire-type Pokemon, it's actually really good to use. So I'm gonna go with Ricky.
I think Jinx is the only, like, pure Ice-type, or, like, not Ice-Water in Generation 1.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Which is why I would always use it. Like, they could have done a lot more with the type, but, I mean, there were only about 3, maybe 4 Pokemon that had it.
Yeah. And, oh, a critical hit. Good way to end the battle.
Sweet, Lorelei goes down.
Pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, I kind of figured it would be. Right. Bruno should be even easier.
Yeah. Maybe we could just go through to the next one after Bruno, depending on how long it takes.
Yeah, we could do that. And should I heal up my Pokemon?
That depends.
I guess we could heal up Anode. What Pokemon does he start with? I think it's an Onix, right?
Maybe? God, I don't know. I could look it up
Anyways,
for you right now if you want.
No, it's okay. Either way, he uses Fighting-type Pokemon or Rock-type Pokemon, so Kane should be able to handle anything he throws at us just because he has such great defense.
Right.
So I think it's a safe pick.
Right, and once you get to the pure Fighting types, you can just send out Ghost Bus.
Yeah, that's true. Or even Hope, since she's super effective against fighting.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that.
Yeah, me too. It's one of those weird type matches that just doesn't make too much sense.
I know, like how Ground is super effective against Poison. That's something that I forget about every time.
Yeah, that's just kind of weird. So first up, we have a level 51 Onix. Honestly, not that big of a threat if you have a Water-type Pokemon or even a Grass-type Pokemon.
Yeah, that was a good call.
I did my research beforehand, just so you know.
Probably would serve me better in my Nuzlocke run.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing a Nuzlocke run completely blind. It would just be stupid. Up next, Hitmonchan, so I think I will go in Ghost Bus.
Yeah.
Good call on that one.
Yeah, it seems like the best option, because, I mean, you know, a Psychic attack's going to take it down easy.
Hopefully. I mean, at level 58, you'd think it would be a one-hit KO, but you never know.
Yeah, well.
And it's not, wow.
Huh. Close.
And I hope this doesn't do too much. That's not too bad, actually.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was a little worried for a second, but...
Yeah, me too. He's probably going to use a full restore, so I'll use another Psychic.
Yeah. And I remember getting so aggravated at trainers who used items. Like, no! That is my privilege!
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of overkill now, since, like, the older generations, there's just so many awesome items that they can use.
Right.
I think I'll go with a Thunderbolt just to finish it off. So, for those of you that are interested in what Kirby Viper does, he's also another Let's Player in the community. He finished off a Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages Let's Play not too long ago, if I'm correct.
Good. Ex-Jeffra always fucked it up and called it Seasons.
Yeah, kind of funny. I'd always notice that. And you're currently doing a Let's Play of Cave Story Plus.
That is correct, sir.
So I'll have a link in the description and whatnot, so people can go check out your video. And if you like what you see, subscribe. You're always producing content, so that's good. And you're really enthusiastic, and you enjoy what you're doing, and it shows. So it's definitely fun to watch.
That's good. I'm glad you noticed.
I'm not the only one. I mean, just watch. Your subscriber count's gonna probably climb past mine.
God.
And up next, what is it? A Machamp?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, me either. Let's go and Ghost Bus. Play it safe.
Too busy talking.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
Either way, it works.
That's true.
I mean, what? 2 Onyx, right? And we already took those out.
Yeah. And then we took out the Hitmonchan, so.
Yeah.
And it's
okay.
finally using Foresight.
You know how you get either like the Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee when you beat the fighting dojo? Which one did you choose?
In this Let's Play?
No, well, I mean, like, typically. And, I mean, in this, I don't remember which one in this Let's Play, and I could go back and look it up if I cared that much.
I actually did that off screen, so you wouldn't even be able to find out.
Oh, well, never mind.
But usually I take Hitmonchan just because, I don't know, it seems like the more interesting Pokemon with the elemental punches and stuff.
It's kind of got more of a varied moveset, too. But for whatever reason, I always went with Hitmonlee.
I know a lot of people that do that too, just because, I don't know, it does more damage, I guess.
I guess. I mean, it can learn some kind of crazy, ridiculous moves, too. I mean, like high jump kick, what is that?
And another critical hit to end the battle. Wow, look at that.
Sweet, that's 2. Well, I said let's let it ride.
Sure, let's do it. Let's go for 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Though I do have to heal up this time, because I did take some damage.
Oh yeah, that was a little bit tougher than Lorelei. Sort of swept her.
Well, you would expect it to get more difficult as we go along, so...
Oh, of course.
And actually, only Ghost Bus took damage, so... Forget what I said about that.
Yeah, never mind.
And so Agatha uses Poison and Ghost-type Pokemon, so...
Primarily
probably a
Ghost,
good idea.
not so much Poison.
Yeah, right. So I think we'll start with Ghost Bus, just because she's the only one that can pretty much damage Ghost-type Pokemon consistently.
Right.
And apparently she's friends with Oak. That's kind of creepy.
And Agatha's gonna give me problems, because I know at least one of my Pokemon is not gonna be able to lay a finger on any of hers.
Yeah. But I mean, all you really need is one good, counter to all their Pokemon, and you're pretty much set.
Yeah, I guess if I sent out Vaporeon and knows Bite,
yeah, that could help. The problem with my team is that because my Pokemon are so specific on what they counter, if one of them goes down, later on my team is pretty weak to certain
that
types.
is true, and you don't really have a whole lot of replacements either.
Yeah, my replacement pool is pretty lackluster.
That is true.
So Golbat is a flying poison type, so an electric type move is probably the best bet here.
Right, and
Ice type also works.
Probably better to save the PP on Psychic too.
Yeah. I did use the PP ups, but you can see I'm already burning through them pretty quickly.
Right, and you're gonna need those ethers and elixirs. Probably after the next trainer.
Though I don't have too many of them.
Well, you don't really find a whole lot of them.
That's true. And you can't buy them, I don't think.
I always thought you could buy ethers in that mart in Indiana Plateau.
You probably can, I just don't remember properly.
I feel like that's really the only place you can buy them.
And up next, Arbok, another one of those poison-type Pokemon. Pretty easy if you know a Psychic-type move.
Yeah, or Intimidate is a little bit of an issue, though.
But, Psychic is based on special attack and not normal attack, so...
Yeah, that's true. So, disregard that.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're using, like, a fighting-type Pokemon or something else...
Right.
Intimidate would play a factor, so...
Well,
And how much do you want to bet he's going to use a full restore?
Absolutely nothing, especially considering Agatha is female.
Oh.
Just saying.
And strangely enough, that was a one-hit KO.
Nice.
Whereas before it wasn't.
I know, I've never understood that. Like, why does that work sometimes and not others?
I think it's like the min-max damage calculator. Something like that. Alright, and
last one.
This is the Gengar I'm really afraid of, just because it's level 58, it's fully evolved, it's probably going to outspeed me, And if it does like Shadow Punch or something like that, it could easily kill Ghost Bus in one move.
I'd say lead off with Confuse Ray.
Confuse Ray, you think so?
Yeah, you know, couldn't hurt your chances.
Okay, let's try it. I am faster. Wow, look at that.
For some reason, I believe that. I believe that Haunter is actually a faster Pokemon than Gengar.
But you wouldn't think so. Like, how can your stats go down after you... Oh, no. And shit.
Oh, man. That's a tough loss.
I'm totally blaming that one on you.
You know what? I'll take that one.
Well, what do we do now?
I
I think Ricky's the safe bet, just because she's pretty much the tank of the team.
Right. You always gotta have one.
Ah, I can't believe I lost Ghost Bus.
God, I am sorry.
That's okay.
That was
We're at the end.
completely my bad.
And of course, it's putting me to sleep now. That's just great.
Like have an awakening or something? If not, you can just use the Poke Flute. Doesn't matter.
I can just use a full restore. And hopefully he's gonna try to use Dream Eater or something, so then it won't do anything.
Right, or Nightmare.
Nightmare, yeah, good call.
Ooh. What now?
I'm gonna go for Fire Blast, try to end this now.
Right.
So I don't wanna, you know, extend... There we go.
Right. Don't wanna...
Draw this out longer than it should be.
Don't want me killing your luck anymore.
And a critical hit to end it. That's kind of creepy.
What, that's ridiculous.
3 in a row, wow. And, how are we doing on time? Should we just go for one more?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we're...
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
I think we're, what, at 15 minutes?
Yeah, let's do one more, might as well.
Sounds good.
I was planning on breaking it up into 3 episodes, but, might as well.
You know, I didn't expect to be sitting through the entire Elite Four. This is kind of ridiculous.
You're in for a treat. When you get the front row tickets, you know what's gonna happen. Don't spoil it for everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
So the last member of the Elite Four is Lance, who likes to use Dragon-type Pokemon, and the only moves that are super effective against Dragon-types are other Dragon-type moves and Ice-type moves. And because I don't have a Dragon on my team, I'm gonna have to rely on Kane pretty much for this fight.
Because Kane is the only one that has an Ice-type move.
Yeah, exactly. Though I could teach Blizzard to someone, but I don't like using Blizzard because it's 70% accurate, which isn't very good. It's not very reliable.
I don't know that any of your team can really learn Blizzard besides Kane anyway.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of my team can't learn the really good TM techniques, which is kind of sad.
Now, I was surprised to learn that Marowak can learn Fire Blast.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. And he's leading off with the Gyarados, which is something I forgot to anticipate. So Kane's not really that good here, so I'm probably going to switch into Anode.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange in the description. Gyarados is known as a Dragon-type Pokemon, but it's actually not. It's like a flying and water type.
Yeah, I know. So what? This will do quad damage plus the same type attack bonus, right?
Yeah, so it should be a one-hit kill.
If it's not, something's seriously wrong.
I'm pretty sure it will be. And it is.
Alrighty.
And look at that crazy experience points. Good place to level up.
Yeah.
And up next, an actual Dragon-type Pokemon.
Yeah, about time. That was another one. Another type that didn't really see a lot of use in Generation 1 is Dragon.
Yeah. Especially in terms of, like, attacking moves. There was only 2, I think, maybe 3.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing.
And they weren't very good either. It was like Dragon Rage, which was like set damage of 40. And then what else was there? I can't even remember.
I know, exactly, because really that's all you can think of. Aerodactyl. Alright.
Aerodactyl, this is one of those really strong Pokemon that you can get from the lab on Cinnabar Island if you trade in the Old Ember. And it's rock and flying type, so it's really, susceptible to Ice Beam or any other ice types attacks. It is a really fast Pokemon, so keep that in mind. You want to send something out that has good defense, which Kane does have, so...
Oh man, I forgot Aerodactyl was pretty speed heavy.
You wouldn't think so, because it's a rock-type Pokemon, but...
Right, but, you know, it's a little... I actually nicknamed my Aerodactyl Hermes, as it was kind of an in-joke, but I guess I'll explain it here since, I brought it up. I do kind of like a Skype-based RPG that a friend of mine runs, and I was reading through the logs of a previous game. And Oh,
sorry,
Frozen.
go on.
Awesome. Sorry, I just noticed that too. But I was reading through the logs of a previous game of it that he had managed, and for whatever reason, one of his characters wanted to change genders. So he had her picked up by a hermaphroditic pterodactyl, which he called her hermaphrodactyl.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I couldn't fit that into the whole nickname screen, so I just nicknamed him Hermes.
Right. That's a pretty good nickname.
Hermaphrodactyl. I can't get over that.
That's pretty hilarious. I like that a lot, actually.
It's a great portmanteau.
And last up, we have Dragonite, which is probably the scariest Pokemon on this team, just because it is level 60. And a lot of the people were complaining in the previous episode that my team was too over-leveled, after, complaining before that it was too under-leveled. And this is kind of the reason why, from this point onward, my team is about... Actually, I think it's lower than all the other Pokemon we're going to encounter, so yeah, I think it's okay.
I mean, I think you were pretty on par with the rest of the Elite Four, but from here on out, you're probably going to be outmatched.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what I like.
That's how you like it. That's how you roll.
Damn right, bitch. And if you don't have an Ice-type attack, which is super effective because Dragonite is flying and Dragon-type, you can also use an Electric-type attack. But yeah, Cakewalk for Kane. Wow. Sweep
no critical hit to finish that one off, though. That's
I know, that's kind of sad. Yeah. But what can you do? You get 3 in a row, you can't complain with that.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good place to end the episode. We'll leave the last battle with Gary, who is the one who defeated the Elite Four before us, for a kind of finale episode. Yeah. Thanks again for coming to do a dual commentary with me. I really enjoyed the experience.
Oh, absolutely not. Thanks for having me.
And just a reminder for those of you that want to go check out Kirby Viper's stuff, there's going to be a link in the description to his channel. And yeah, I had a blast. Hopefully we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Just let me know.
I will.
My name is Kirby Viper 93. Have a good one.
And my name is Paper Napkin. Take it easy, folks.